up, everybody? This is Barbell Jerks Podcast, episode 37. I'm Ralph.
And I'm Hans.
Jamie.
And we have a special guest today. We have Rob. What's your last name, Rob?
Guzman.
Guzman, that's right. Why did I know that? My bad. He's the owner of Warhouse Strength and Conditioning.
Correct.
Nice.
Were y'all ever affiliated?
No.
No? Okay. It seems like a lot of people are getting away from that.
De-affiliating, yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
And I kind of knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit. After everything that's been going down,
Yeah.
shit, everybody's going to do that.
Yeah.
So we have Rob. Rob, how'd you start in CrossFit, man?
Well, I started just...
First of all, your beard game. We're gonna talk. Look at you.
I shaved. I was almost clean shaven. I got rid of half of it.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago.
No, he shits on
I
our
wasn't
beard
asking
game.
not to do it. I was like, don't do it. I think about it too, and I'm like, no, because I'm going to hate myself.
I was just tired of it, and then so I was like, I'm gonna do. The wife was like, hey, let's just clean it up. So she took off like a lot of it, and I was like, this is fine for now. I just use it to hide my double chin anyway. So
Yeah. When I went to TFX 2 years ago, and the girl was no repping me, I'm like, my chin's up here,
yeah.
not down here.
Yeah.
And so she kept trying to look, and I'm like, my chin's right here. So
Look on top.
yeah.
On top of the white hair.
That's right.
Yeah, right here.
The whiskers.
So yeah, man, how'd you get into CrossFit?
So kind of doing this, sitting with my friends, drinking beer, and I was just like, man, I'm tired of looking at y'all.
Were you drinking Michelob?
I wasn't. So I don't even know what I was drinking. So then that's when Marco was in a small, like a shopping center before his place now.
Yeah.
So I met him that day, and then next day went over to the new place. So that's where I started. I just started at Lone Star.
Yeah.
And
How long
it
ago
just
was
kind of
this?
went from there. Like 2009 or 10.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a
OG.
while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Long while.
Yeah. So what shopping center was that one at? The one on.
It was by, I think, by Stevens High School. Right behind like a
Oh.
Valero.
I got you. I
Yeah.
got you.
And I was like,
That place.
It was like an ice cream shop now.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Or a driving school.
It was right over there?
Yeah, it was super small.
Wow,
It
You
was
know,
that's
like,
crazy.
Is it the storage unit's place or no?
it was right next to it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Wow,
Oh, I see what you're
that's-
saying. Yeah.
That's crazy. That was my high school.
Stevens?
And you
Mhm.
never saw Lone Star, huh?
No.
Did you play sports, Hans?
No.
Did you see this guy? He obviously didn't.
No, I wasn't allowed. My parents didn't let me.
What?
That's another topic. That's a whole nother podcast on its own. Yeah,
Really?
they didn't let me.
Well, give me a quick summary.
Quick summary: religion.
Oh, okay. Hans
Yeah.
is a Mormon.
They ride bikes.
Close.
He's a
I-
fucking Quaker.
No,
You're a cyclist.
no, I grew up, or I was raised as like a Jehovah's Witness, and so
Joe's Witness?
Joe's
No,
Witness?
yeah,
You said
Joe's Witness.
That's what it sounded like you said,
He said
right?
Joe's Witness.
Jehovah's Witness. No, Jehovah's
I'm rubbing
Witness.
off on you, bro.
Do you celebrate your birthday now, at least?
Oh hell yeah! Like I haven't been part of that religion in quite some time.
Do you wear those special undies still?
Special undies.
Are those the Mormons?
Those are the Mormons.
They
I
wear
don't-
the
I was like,
special
we wore-
undies.
Yeah, no. So you get so because of that.
So did you go knock on doors on the weekends?
Yep, Saturday mornings that was me.
I fucking hate you.
They can see us, don't move.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, I see those guys in there. But yeah, I grew up on a witness, so that's wasn't allowed to play sports. But yeah, I went to the Stevens High School.
Why? Is that one of the rules or something?
So they say that it's going to take away, like, you shouldn't use all the time that you would be practicing going to those games. You should use that time to, like, study the Bible. And, you can't be associating with those bad people.
Your parents still practice?
My parents, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna talk shit then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
No, I will.
No, like, yeah, so they tried to get me to go back, and I'm like, nope, not happening. Not
Yeah, well,
happening.
you're your own person now.
Yeah.
Just like that kid whose mom fucking she disowned him because he was 18 and he got vaccinated because she was an anti-vaxxer. I was like, I'm
What?
surprised he made it this long, fucking kid. I saw a meme today.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
he went and got all his vaccines when he was 18 on his own, and like I was just like, I saw a meme today. Is like all these anti-vax kids using that face app to see how they're gonna age themselves because they won't get to see it in real life.
That's funny. That's some shit with that app, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Did
Rush-
y'all do it? Did
the-
you do it?
I fell for it, yeah.
Russian hackers, bro.
Crystal
Yep.
did it, but with her thing, like, I didn't do it, but she did it.
Yeah.
I was
Nope.
like,
Now they have all of her
Where's the shit?
photos.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
did you do it, Rob?
I did not.
They
No?
they have
No.
like
You're like, I don't need to know.
they,
Yeah.
they can
All
use
this right
your
here.
your picture for anything now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anything.
I don't.
and it
Yeah.
never goes away.
That sucks.
Yeah.
No.
So Rob,
Right.
so then you went to Lone Star, and how long were you at Lone Star?
Oh man, I probably like 6-7 years.
Oh shit.
I was there for a long time.
Damn.
And then there, just business wise, you want a growth.
Yeah.
So then I went to go to, I was like, come and take it for a while, head coaching over there. Then from there, went to a powerlifting gym, heavy metal. And I was going to start the Olympic lifting over there, but I got into wanting to compete again.
Yeah.
And then from there, where did I go? I think I was like him.
Yeah, just
fucking
Hopping
nomad.
around,
nomad.
yeah, nomad, just hopping around different places.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I got the opportunity. I didn't want to own anything. I didn't want to be responsible.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to coach.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of happened.
How long did it take you, you being at Lone Star, for you to start to become a coach and start teaching?
Well, again, with the coaches that were there at the time, being law enforcement,
Yeah.
you know, shit happens, and if they didn't make it to class on time, paperwork, whatever, everyone kind of stood around like, what to do?
Yeah.
Guess what? You've been here the longest. Make it happen. So I was like, all right, well, let's do this. And again, that was like a long time ago, so it just kind of went on from there, and
Yeah.
I really enjoyed doing it.
How long before you had some of those classes where, hey, you're the longest, did you go and get your level 1? Or did it take you until you started owning your business?
No, I
No,
got
because you were head coaching, right?
yeah. So
okay.
I got my level 1 early on, and kind of just wanted to learn more. So I got it, and I was like, well, there has to be more to it than this.
Yeah.
So it just kind of went from there. Then that's when I made the transition.
Nice. Do you remember?
Go ahead.
No. Do you remember your first CrossFit workout?
I do not. I hear y'all talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
I have no
He's
idea.
the only
Yeah.
one that talks about it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I
Oh.
don't fucking remember.
I mean,
He always says he never remember it.
Yeah.
Everybody says yours was like Murph or Fran.
No, mine was Murph.
yeah, mine
No,
was.
something.
It
Mine
was
was Murph.
AJ's was Murph. His was Murph.
Yeah.
I don't remember mine.
It's just a
actually.
common
Yeah.
trend to like.
No, it's uncommon with you, bro.
I mean, you know, you go out and you remember your first workout.
I remember the first time I tried CrossFit was at Lone Star, but that's it. I don't remember what the
Yeah.
fuck we did.
Near did
Yeah.
I.
Do
Yeah.
you
I probably-
remember Rob?
No.
No?
I remember Mario from there, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
Rob.
that's why I met Mario too.
Yeah.
So there was like maybe about 6 of us that were like the quote unquote like the original. Like Mario was there, like Alex, Bart, Amber,
I remember Bart and Amber.
yeah, and then
Alex.
Ashley,
Is Alex,
yeah, Alex.
Was it? No, he was a sheriff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember his last name, but no. No, it's not the same Alex.
Not the same Alex.
No.
Okay. I thought it was the same Alex. Hey.
You're like,
I don't know.
Well, I mean, because I know him, Alex and Mario are close friends. So
Yeah,
that's why I
yeah.
was like,
best of
They're
buds.
besties.
yeah, they're besties. So I was like, oh, so that was that far back.
No,
Yeah.
it's different Alex.
Yeah, so that's how I met him. Like Mario, I met him there, and we just kind of you start meeting different people. And
Yeah.
I think I met you at Lackland
Yes.
when you were there.
Yeah.
So
You were
That's-
lucky?
I wasn't. I would go because I met Jason.
I remember you going, but I don't remember you being like going there like often.
Well, I met Jason when he was off of 5 Palms and military.
Yes.
The
So,
hood.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was the hub, bro. That's literally like right there.
That's where I grew up. I was like, wait, hold on, wait.
Bro, that's the hood, bro.
I know
Pounds
it is. I didn't know. 5 pounds going to the creek is the hood.
I-
I reached
I
down
lived
this
in
side.
Indian Creek.
Indian
Yeah.
Creek when I was young. Yeah.
Damn. fucking
So that's where I
great.
met Jason when he was there, and kind of helped him out because of the neighborhood. And then when he moved, you know, would drop in here and there.
Yeah.
So I've known Jason for a while as well.
It's crazy because I didn't know 5 Pounds was the hood, right? Because my aunt used to live there, but it's like a certain area where there was nothing but retired, old folks.
Yeah.
And that's where she lived. It was a nice fucking house, right? But then one time my cousin got lost. Like, she didn't get lost. She was just partying with her friends. And when it was like literally down the block, it was fucking
The hood.
fucking hood, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, damn.
one wrong turn and you know you're in the fucking hood.
It's like, hey, all you had to do was turn right, and look,
Yeah.
fucking hood everywhere.
All the military bases in San Antonio, like they're surrounded by the hood.
Yeah.
I was like, why is it like that? I have no idea.
Cheap land, I don't know.
Probably cheap houses.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Lackland right there. You get off of Lackland, hood.
Yeah.
You go a little further down the road off of 90, then you end up
Yeah.
in Sky Harbor in the creek, real hood.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, the
dude.
apartment right behind Lackland, that one gets hood.
Oh, that one's fucking
Yeah.
hood, bro. That's where fucking Crystal's mom used to live at, bro.
Really?
Fucking
And
hood.
then
Damn.
the fucking
Crystal's from the hood, bro.
Fort Sam too.
Southside.
All the east side over there.
Yeah.
It gets crazy. It's like, what the hell? Why do they have these places in the
The
middle?
only one, maybe Camp Bullis is probably the only one.
Well, Camp Bullis is in the middle of nowhere. So yeah.
It's all bougie.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing there.
No?
No.
Well, no, yeah, there's subdivision now,
Is there?
right alongside.
I
Yeah.
feel like there's
But they're
neighborhoods over
they're
there,
a little,
but like
little further away.
Yeah,
though,
no, I mean they are.
yeah, because like you come out the Lackland Gate hood.
boom, you in the hood.
Yeah.
You're no longer protected. Did you serve in the military?
I did not.
No. Oh, okay.
How long were you at Come and Take It?
I think I was there for about 3 years, 2 to 3 years.
God damn, bro, you've been.
I've been doing this for a while, so that's
Yeah.
where I got to meet a lot of different people, you know,
Networking.
different athletes, stuff like that. And again, it's on the business side. I really enjoyed coaching, so I always wanted to go more and more
Yeah.
and more.
Yeah.
And so eventually, I had to be responsible.
Yeah.
I don't.
Can't
Where's
run away from it.
Where's Warhouse located at?
It's on Bandera Eckert, so on the industrial side behind Stripes. You have Marshall on one side, and then you have
Okay.
the industrial side.
So
You gotta talk restaurants with this guy.
yeah. That
Oh,
was,
restaurants. Let's see.
no, it's that where that Las Quesadillas was over there
It was okay. The
Yeah.
quesadilla place
behind it.
behind it.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
yeah, you said the Stripes. The Stripes has badass tacos though.
They do.
See, I told you.
I'm all-
You gotta
okay,
talk-
Laredo Taco Company
Yeah.
behind there. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like the weird little mechanic shop and shit right there too across the
Yeah,
street.
across the
right?
street, and
Yeah.
then you have the Jeep place, that bright yellow building.
Uh-huh.
We're
I
right
don't think I've ever been that far back.
They're not that far away from Bandera, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe like
We're in
half
the
a mile.
We're in the middle, so it does get kind of tricky. So you either have 604 and 410.
No, but from Eckert.
Oh,
as
no.
soon as you turn to Eckert, it's like not
Yeah,
even half a mile, right?
Yeah, you can see it right there.
I was
It's
like
down the little hill.
You can see that where the mechanic shop is and stuff too.
Yeah.
You used to be able to see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I know-
they're
I know
right
where
in
it's
front of
at.
mechanic shop, right?
No, we're in front of the Jeep place.
Oh, gotcha.
The mechanic's shop is on the side of us.
Behind the Stripes though.
Yeah, behind the Stripes.
Okay. Got it.
So how
Nice.
long you been? How long has Warhouse been open? Tell us a little bit about Warhouse.
I've been open 4 years. I say 3
Yeah.
because the first year it was a shithole in that building, man. It was like just a whole bunch of stuff. So I didn't really open it to people. Maybe 6 months in.
Yeah.
It was more just friends, like, hey, come here, because it used to be a OTE,
Yeah.
and
I don't know what that is.
it was a on the edge CrossFit OTE.
Okay.
Yeah. So just the way they knocked down, like it had drop ceilings, the way they knocked down everything, it was like, well,
Like
why'd
why?
you do that? Yeah. Why? So the way they structured the building, it wasn't like this where it was like an entrance and you have the gym. It's like, well, it's not done all this stuff. So where do you have, where you walk in at?
Yeah.
So I have 5 doors that you can walk in and it all goes to the gym.
Yeah.
You literally do have
Yeah.
five.
It is. So I'm like, all right, well, let's do this. So then it was always just trying to be different, like from learning from all the different places I worked out at. And then I decided again the CrossFit name.
Yeah.
One, they shot me down like 3 times for the name. And I'm like, you know what?
For the affiliate?
Yeah, the affiliate name, you got to submit all that paperwork. They're like, nope. And I'm like,
What were your names that you were gonna do?
honestly, I don't remember the other 2, but one of them was like Warhouse CrossFit.
Yeah.
So they shut down because I like the name because I like Dana Lynn Bailey.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's where it kind of came from. And I
Uh-huh.
think they affiliated with that and they're like, nope. And I was like, why
Really?
not? And I was like,
Wow.
do you see that name right there? And you said yes.
Yeah.
So that was that. And I was like, you know
I
what?
didn't even know you had to do all that shit to pick a name.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
bro. It's
Na-
a big process. Like,
Now it can't be like San Antonio. It
like-
can't be area codes no more. You have to have like a legit name.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What?
So
yeah, you can't have that anymore.
they changed all those things. So I was
It's
like,
fucking
well,
stupid.
I can get an affiliate anytime. So I don't need one right now.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't even know if I want to do this.
Yeah.
Let's kind of just see how it goes. Like,
Like I don't want to spend $3,000 for something that.
yeah, well, it wasn't really that. It was more of what do you really get besides the name for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, let me just try without it.
See how it goes.
I can always go somewhere and go coach somewhere or be a specialty coach somewhere. So that's what, and I just stayed there.
Did you shit, I had it in my head. Did you? Is your because it's a LLC, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you have an LLC on there.
Yeah.
Is your LLC like a different name from Warhouse?
No, it's the same. It's Warhouse Strength Conditioning LLC.
What would if you would have gone through the CrossFit side, where you would have kept it like Warhouse Strength and Conditioning? The reason I'm asking is I see a lot of people that have gyms, like when they give me the check and stuff, it's a different name, and I'm guessing it's just like if they ever got away from the CrossFit name, it's not like tied down to their business.
Yeah, it's just like a doing business as name. So
Yeah.
you can just submit a paperwork and change it. But it's really good for like search engines like Google.
Yeah.
Right. CrossFit, like the Tribe, don't they have like 3F CrossFit? So it's more of the marketing side where how can people reach me and see me faster?
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah,
how I
because
saw it.
I mean, I've said it here before. Like every time I will go to out of town, we go when I used to work at Fort Worth and stuff. The first thing I do is CrossFit.
Yeah.
And then whatever pops up, whoever answers first, fucking hey, how much you drop in? This much. What's your workout? Okay, I'm gonna go
I know.
drop in.
I sent Hans a list of all the ones in Colorado. He didn't even thank me. Bro.
Yes, I did. I said, yeah, I'm gonna look into those, and then I'm just gonna go to the
But
one.
he already has it like planned out, bro. Like
Nah, they don't.
He's
they-
getting is he getting workouts from the app?
Yeah.
The street park.
He's
Street
already
parking,
getting
yeah.
worked out.
Street
He
lights
got-
or
like
street
that's on
parking?
another
Yeah, street
level.
parking.
They're exchanging passwords
He's,
now.
he's leaving next week, right?
On the week Saturday I fly out.
When Saturday?
6 in the morning.
This weekend.
Like this weekend coming up? Also,
Yeah.
we definitely have to do it Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, and that's why I told you. And I was gonna say because I'm leaving Colorado on this guy, we don't fucking care.
it's true.
That was true. But I didn't know, like, literally, I didn't know.
Yeah, like when you said Saturday, I'm like, nope, can't do it. I'm gonna be literally in another
You should have
state.
been like, hey, I'm not going to be here. I'll be in Colorado.
Yeah.
I would be like, oh, that's right. I forgot. Totally forgot.
Yeah, so we're doing it Thursday though, right?
Yeah, I mean,
We have to.
yeah.
Do the live stream from. You can be in the little picture box. from
Yeah,
Colorado.
right. The Skype in.
Yeah.
With his fucking shirt off and Alicia walking around behind him.
We did it.
Yeah.
Dude, we did that once, and people got so angry at when we used to do. We had AJ on the phone, and we can't hear him.
Yeah.
And we're like, you're gonna hear it on the podcast. You just can't hear it right now. So they got pretty upset.
Really?
So what programming do you follow for? Do you make your own programming? Is it like CompTrain, Misfit, or
Like for the class program?
Yeah, for the class program.
So the class programming, I do all the class programming. Just been around so long, kind of followed the sport as it grew. But then when I kind of separated myself a little bit from the typical CrossFit place, again, I think CompTrain's great, Misfits is great, but for a class setting, maybe not so great if that's written to not modify at all. Like the Misfits people, like that's it. It is what it is. There's no modifications. Plus, I wouldn't get to learn anything if I just got it from somewhere
but
else.
so yeah, I mean, I agree with you that you can learn from you're doing your own programming, but you can, as a coach, I would assume, I'm not a coach, right? But I assume that you can modify it, your class to them, so they give you, I don't know, so much fucking kettlebell swings or certain stuff. They're like, hey, you know what? We're not gonna do that. If you can't do that movement, let's do dumbbell.
Yeah.
I think what he was getting at is like, say, just take Misfit for example. Steph's
It's
done
a
it
lot.
before. It's way too much for an hour-long
Oh
class.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't fit all that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pick
At
and
all.
choose a little bit.
Yeah.
Some stuff.
Yeah, so it was more of a who's my demographic? What's the type of people? So I do have my people that compete,
Yeah.
but they kind of, not to separate people, but they take it a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
Travel time, money, all that stuff. They do it on one side. I have my class side to where do I need 68-year-old Joanne doing one rep max snatches?
Yeah.
No, but
No.
can she practice a few things to get it down? Yeah, so we kind of changed it up a lot, and we do a lot of strength waves, so not everybody gets beat up every day. So like on Wednesdays, we have weightlifting Wednesday, and we might slow it down to just basic, let's do some benching and pull-ups, push-pull movements. So we kind of slow it down a lot, and then we have access to the street, a lot of sled runs. We do a whole bunch of stuff like that outside.
Yeah, I seen you do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Jerry. So I know Jerry and Amanda. Shout out Jerry and Amanda.
I just texted him before I came here.
Yeah.
He was waiting for you to go live, and I was like, I don't know if he's gonna do it after all. But I did text him like, guess where I'm going?
Bro, but oh shit. Talking about them. What the fuck?
Don't.
You're all
Watch
tangled
out.
up, bro.
There
There
you
you
go.
Jerry liked going over there because you do a lot of strongman stuff.
Yeah.
I remember he'd be like, dude, fucking, we do some kegs over fucking whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I like doing that shit. So you do. I see you do a lot of the shit like outside, a lot of the shit like strongman stuff.
Yeah.
When you start posting stuff, is that kind of what you try to do like every so often?
Yeah, we did it every so often, but it was more for like me and him again. Now I started pushing away from the big group element to where, hey, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? what do you want to do? Like, cool, like we can kind of all work out together, but we're doing something different at the same time, except like the people that compete, I only have like a few workouts for them to do. Other than that, you need to be working on this, you need to be doing that. So like with
Running,
Jerry,
yes, I know.
he never really liked to do like, you know, I met him at Lone Star as well.
Yeah.
So we've been doing the CrossFit side so long. He's like, man, I want to do some strongman stuff. And I was like, well, I came from heavy metal, and then being, you know, again, only about 165 pounds, I found out that I was pretty strong for that weight class.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, let me try doing this. So I did a few competitions on the strongman. So that's how that started going as well.
Yeah.
Oh, you've done the strongman comps?
Yeah. Like,
oh, that's awesome.
Probably about 5-6 years ago, did a few of them. And because again, you don't see any masters, you know, 38 years old doing strongman stuff. Yeah. So, and then coming in, when I weigh in, I usually weigh in about 159, 160. Nice. But I walk around about 165.
Oh, nice, dude. How'd that go for you?
It's good. It goes good because again, the CrossFit side helped out a lot, but just and then doing powerlifting. Yeah. So that helps out a lot with the strongman stuff.
Do y'all do OPEX? Do you still do it, or you don't do it anymore?
Yeah, so we still do it. I think besides James, I was maybe the only now that he moved that I'm the only OPEX coach in San Antonio. So with that, again, that's where I kind of changed my mindset. Was you have CrossFit and you have competition or competing. What is that small spot in that little area? Yeah. So that's what I went looking for, and for me, that's where I found, you know, the OPEX side. So when I was competing a lot and doing a lot of competitions, I unfortunately had to become a business owner. The responsibility part, pull myself out and become an owner, drop myself back as an athlete. I spent 2.5 years of just learning how to coach. Mm-hmm. And I did their program for about 1.5 years of the coaching side. And just that's what kind of changed my mindset. So that's why I have my CrossFit athletes doing certain things by themselves, is because that's what they need to be doing. And then versus like constantly working together all the time, and they're not working on the weaknesses. Like if there's no running, but you're not good at running, you ain't never gonna get good at running if you ain't running. Yeah. You know, stuff like that. So I don't know about anybody else that's an OPEX coach in San Antonio.
Yeah, I think the only one that comes to mind is Bedlam. And I don't know if Bedlam strictly does it or he just pulls from there. I'm not too sure.
Well, they never release any workouts because they don't have any. You still have to come up with your own workouts. So,
but they give you the tools to create workouts and stuff. Or
the knowledge, they give you the knowledge, but you still have to do it. Like their testing, dude, their testing is no joke. Like really? It's hard. Yeah. You have to have the time to do it because it could be like,
for coach, right? For
yeah.
Coaching. Okay, I got you.
Programming section. Cool. There's 5 sections with 12 subsections. Sheesh. And each subsection has 6 videos that are 12 hours long.
What?
And then you have to take a test after every subsection, and then take a test, and then take a final test. So you're there, and you're like, dude, my brain's fucking fried. But it's that learning information. It's great, man. If you have the time, if you want to be a coach, like I quit my job to become a full-time coach. So this is how I feed myself. Yeah. It's like, no, I need to learn this. Swim, I need to learn this shit. Yeah. So, but it was just more of like the CrossFit side. Like, I really enjoyed it. I was on the probably gymnastics staff for like about a month or 2. We held the gymnastics cert twice at my place. Got to talking to them, and then kind of put in an application to be on the gymnastics staff because I really enjoyed that side. Yeah. So I think the gymnastic one was better than the level 1 seminar. So that's where I kind of like, well, let's just keep it going and see what happens.
Yeah. Do they still have all those like weightlifting seminars? Yes. And yeah, they do.
Yeah. But now they're going to be run not by CrossFit, but by the like, I guess head coaches or the leaders of the seminar stuff. They're going to be run by them, and they're just going to get the support from CrossFit.
Yeah. Because I applied for the weightlifting one, and they're like, well, not at this time because the whole transition that's happening. So they just put me on a waiting list to kind of see what's going to happen.
Gotcha. That's crazy.
So, what did you take from OPEX? The most thing you took from it?
Don't be a cheerleader.
Gotcha.
So I would go to Austin to OPEX Leander now. They used to be like River something CrossFit.
Riverside CrossFit.
Riverside CrossFit.
Yeah.
So that's where I met some of the OPEX guys up there. And I had met Rachel Campbell up there. She was Misfits.
Sorry, Redside CrossFit.
Redside?
Yeah, Redside.
Redside.
Yeah. Sorry.
So I met her there, and she was strictly Misfits. And then later on, she actually got picked up by OPEX to be a paid athlete.
Yeah.
So I kind of followed her, and we always kind of stay connected, talking here and there. So I would go up there to go get mentored and kind of learn, like, be a professional coach.
Yeah.
And they came back to, like, don't be a cheerleader. Like, if you have to tell them something, don't be afraid to tell them something. Now, if they take it in a personal way, like, hey, you're paying me to help you out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't take it to heart, man. I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, I'm doing my job.
Yeah, doing my job because, again, this is my full-time job. And unless you're in that position, you kind of see it as like, yay, go, hurry up, move faster.
Yeah, and when their form is not like shit. One thing I saw on your Instagram that I was like, that's a good idea, is all your coaches wear red shirts, right?
Well, we wear polo shirts.
Polo shirts,
yeah. So, again, same thing, picking up the business side from the OPEX. They go over everything. So, like, CrossFit, again, I love their mythology. I love how it started. I loved everything about it, but their business side just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Again, they kind of, all right, you get to use the name, figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
Kind of go for it. And it's like, well,
no support.
Yeah, I need some help here.
Yeah.
So with that, just picking up all these things, it's like, well, if you go into a group, say if you're a new person walks in and everybody's wearing T-shirts, and regardless if your T-shirt says coach or whatever on it, they don't know what to look for.
Mm-hmm.
But if you see somebody standing out, everybody in gym clothes, and Ralph was wearing a polo shirt, like, that guy must be kind of important.
Yeah,
he's wearing a polo shirt,
a red one.
Yeah,
that's gonna.
And
stand
it just,
out.
Again,
smart.
Professional coaching, football, they wear polo shirts. You know, so it was just, we're like, well, let's have a uniform and let's wear polo shirts. Yeah. So we do red. Our colors are red and black, so we use red and black.
Nice. That's actually really smart, especially someone is looking to get into the fitness world. They walk in, they don't know who to look for.
Yeah.
They see that person, they must be the coach or some head person, so I'm gonna go talk to them and they can get them started, whatever. It's pretty good.
So how does OPEX work as far as the class setting?
So actually, OPEX does not do any class settings at all. So the programming that we do for the class, again, it's just based off of kind of what's happening in the CrossFit-ish, just functional fitness by itself. All the quote-unquote OPEX. So we have a program, it's called Warhouse ID, which just stands for individual design. So they're in the back doing their thing. And again, there's no size. Everybody shares space, but they just happen to draw to the back on their own. So the class runs in the front.
We do that too.
On the sides. Yeah. And then they just kind of move to the side on their own. So each one of them has their own programming. So I'm pulling myself away from the class so I can get my coaches to run the classes. And then I strictly just deal with like individuals, but I still coach the classes because I enjoy coaching.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that works is.
So you still have class settings?
We still have class settings.
Okay.
But right now we're like 50-50 where now the individual people or the people that come in for open gym want to do their thing. Those numbers are about the same now as our classes. But again, when I was going through the whole different gym phase, I kind of like, well, if I'm an athlete, what am I looking for? Like, sometimes I don't feel like talking to nobody. Like, I want to go do my own thing. Or I just don't feel like doing classes. So like Colorado,
it
was a hard time to find a CrossFit gym because that's what we're used to do your own thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, they'll let you go like on off hours and stuff like that.
Okay, nice. So you been to over there in Colorado?
No, it's like when my athletes travel
and
they're like, I'm trying to do something. I'm like, right, well,
can you recommend me?
Yeah, I can find the name. I don't remember the name. Yeah.
JB just recommended you, but you're like, nah.
Yeah, like I know what you mean. Like sometimes people are like, oh, we don't really have, or they're pretty small, where it's like, their classes are filled up or filled up, and you really can't.
Well, no, like some people have like their programming that they're following from their gym or whatever, and they're traveling and they want to go, say they want to come in here, but hey, can we do? I want to just come for open gym, We had that happen this Saturday. 2 people from California came in and did some open gym stuff while we were here, following their programming that they normally follow.
Yeah.
So it happens a lot. Yeah.
No, it does. But I can see where, like, when I went to Fort Worth and we're doing comp train, it took me maybe 2 gyms. Everybody was like, "No, man, you have to come during this hours. We don't have space." It's like here we have the big space that we can be like, "Hey, bro, you can just go to the back, whatever, you can do it." Yeah. But it took me about 2 tries where I was like, okay, this gym lets me do it. And the main reason why was because they were doing comp train too, but they're just 2 weeks behind.
Oh, they were 2 weeks behind.
Yeah, so you know what, I would go, like I was doing it before them. Yeah. And it was just so I can have y'all pushing, you know. And that's a big thing about the class setting. Like I said, it's like you're one of those as far as like I don't want to talk to anybody. Like me, I need to have like a little somebody to push, you know. Like I'll go against Jamie, you know, hey, what you get? And it's just me trying to push myself a little bit more to the people who I know I'm at the same level. Like I'm not gonna go and be like, oh, I'm gonna try to beat Mike because I know Mike will whoop my ass, so I'm not gonna do that.
Whoops everybody's ass.
I think that's how Hans feels about me.
What?
He's like, I'm not gonna go try to beat Jamie.
If it's a running one, I know that.
That's somebody use like 30-pound wall ball, not the 20-pound.
We don't have a 20-pound. That's what I'm saying. It goes from 10, 12, and then 30. I was like, well, I gotta do 30.
How? Why? Why that big of a fucking difference?
I don't know. Talk to Joe.
We did.
Joe, we need
30-pound wall balls.
Yeah. So I was just like, well,
was it a slam ball or was it the wall ball?
No, it was a slam ball. So it was like a little bit smaller than the wall balls here.
The ones that we have. I know
what a slam ball is.
Yeah. No, but it's bigger than the one that we have. You don't have to. It can't fit in your palm, like the one we have here.
Kind of like my junk.
Can't fit in your palm. It can fit in my finger right there. But yeah, that workout sucked.
So back to Hans being a Jew.
Yeah.
We can get into that.
No, I'm joking.
We lose listeners though, probably.
So as far as how do you? So now you have a 24-hour access, right?
Yeah.
How's that going for you?
It's going good. Again, as a facility, it's like it's not my job to tell you when to come. You gotta do it on your own. Like you have our class times. We're open 16 hours a day, business hours, and if you want to come, because we have a lot of police officers, a lot of firefighters, nurses, so they have crazy hours. Mm-hmm. So if you get off at 3 a.m. for shift change and you have to wait till 5 or 9 for the next class to start, it's like, well, here's your key fob,
Yeah.
But again, like you said, you need someone to work out with.
Yeah.
It's just a thing. Like I've learned to work out by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do I still like for you to be there? Yeah, sure. But I work out by myself every day. When people ask me, I'm like, I just do it.
Yeah.
Just have to. But no, it works out great. Just got to have a lot of the safety features to make sure like everybody's safe, everybody's accounted for. You're not sneaking your whole family in. You have 15 people there, and then.
So what are those safety features?
So with that,
is there like a button? Say I fucking drop a snatch on my head, do I gotta crawl to a button and press
the life alert.
Falling.
Yeah.
Or do I gotta wait for fucking business hours just laying there?
This is the barbell.
Well, kind of.
I broke my neck.
Yeah.
That's not really a safety feature we implemented yet.
Yes. So now we have like when you get to the door, the doorbell lets me know you're there. The Ring doorbell, those are pretty cool. You have to fob in, so everybody has their own code. So it tells me on my phone who's there. Yeah. So say if the building, something were to happen, like, oh, Ralph's there. But then yet everybody else is there. It's like, well, you came to save one person. Now you're putting everybody else in danger.
Gotcha.
So the cameras, the alarm, stuff like that. It's just, but as for the life alert, I need to get some of those. Throw them around everywhere.
Buttons, man.
I fall in, can't get up.
Like in the sauna.
Bathroom.
Like in the sauna,
Put in the bathroom. But now it's good, man. Like Jerry and Amanda, they come and go as they please. They're in and out. So that's how they do it.
I never noticed the sauna had one until
the button
ship. On the ship, I saw the button. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Speaking of sauna, follow up from last week on our crazy gym.
I was going to say, who was in the sauna doing, it was you that was talking about curls or something?
No, it was
guys eating?
Eating, yeah. He was eating eggs. Friend of the show, Mo Dingo.
Yeah.
He messaged me like right afterwards, and he's military as well. He's retired military. So I was
Yeah.
like, "Are you one of those guys now too, Mo? The retired?" He's like, "No, bro." He's like, "But those old men do sit there with their fucking legs in 2 different time zones, just fucking
Oh my
spread eagle."
God.
And it's like, God damn it! And you're just trying to get to your locker, and his fucking balls right here.
And that was Planet Fitness because when I was
man.
at Lone Star, and I would have to go to work before they built the showers. I got a Planet Fitness membership
For the shower.
Just
for the shower and the
yeah.
chair, the massage chairs.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
So I would go in there and that same shit, man. Everybody
Oh.
just sitting there like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" Like
Yeah.
this. I was like, "Hey, you want to share towels?" Like,
Like,
they're crazy, bro.
I think
I was like-
one of Stephanie's coworkers, she was on the base gym too, and in the female locker, there was no couches in there. I don't know, girl, like the restroom, remember?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but she was just fucking butt ass naked laying on the bench.
What the fuck?
Where people sit to change instead of just being like,
Why
just
would you
butt-ass
spread eagle?
naked on the
Why?
bench, right, Steph?
No one needs to see all that.
Yeah. Some old,
That's
some
funny.
old,
So
some
it's
old
not
lady.
just us.
No,
It's not just
they
the
probably
men.
do it worse.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro.
Shit, that happened to me with my uncle. We were at Bally's Fitness.
Bally's, Jesus
Hey.
Yeah,
Christ.
that's
Take
throwing
it
it
back,
back.
old school,
bro.
Taking it back.
He was over there fucking handing out his P90X cards.
No, this is before.
No,
this
that
was,
was the
this was
Tybo.
before. Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Billy Blanks.
Yeah.
Buns of steel. Yeah, he just fucking walks out, just towel over his shoulder. I'm like, come on, Theo. I don't want to use your towel, dude. Don't have it draped over your shoulder. Cover yourself.
Your deal fucked you up,
I
bro.
Oh,
know,
You
shit.
did
bro.
some
That's the
crazy
second
shit.
story about your uncle already.
The same one?
Yeah.
The same uncle?
No,
Oh.
not the same one.
Dang.
No, dude.
Yeah, two different occasions.
Oh man.
So are Jehovah's Witnesses kind of like Catholics in that regard?
Are they like Catholics?
It's right over his
Oh,
head.
no.
The raping,
Even-
bro.
Oh,
The
Okay,
rape-
yeah,
the
I was,
altar boy.
yeah, no.
Usually shit goes
Yeah.
over my head. I mean, Catholics.
the child molestation, Hans.
Did you get
Jesus.
any
No.
more? Did you get any more stories about it?
I don't know. I think we got just those two.
That's funny.
Yeah. Rob, you said
Yeah.
butt ass naked guys all the time, just spread eagle, right?
Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'd never seen it at Planet Fitness, but I never spent too much time in there.
Not Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Just on pizza days.
I saw pizza
That,
once.
that guy,
Yeah.
that drives me crazy, bro. Like,
Customer retention.
hey,
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's only $10, man, and people won't cancel because it's only $10.
It's only $10
dude,
bucks.
I,
Yeah.
okay, I ain't
So-
gonna lie, bro. I had that shit for like a whole year, and I didn't go.
I
Like,
See?
just canceled what was it? A couple months ago.
oh yeah, you did had that shit too.
Yeah, I had the. I was just like, "Where's this $20?" I was like,
I saw
"Oh shit!"
I saw your fucking Planet Fitness body with your ITT tech with the
Oh,
crystal
Crystal
pulse. I was,
thing. I was like,
man.
shit. I was like, this
Yeah,
guy
bro.
definitely had diabetes.
Yeah,
That was Big Red Ralph.
dude.
Big Red Ralph.
I was telling Mara, I was like, if somebody a fucking bee bit me, and I was just fucking swole, bro.
Your face was like a fucking just a Whopper, bro. Super round. Fucking Whopper face. I was like,
It was
oh
bad, bro.
shit.
It was fucking bad.
That's
and that
crazy.
Was, the ITT stuff. It was right. I still was drinking sodas and everything. I still hadn't done anything.
Yeah.
It was crazy, bro.
Dude, you could
That's
barely
fucking huge.
you could barely see your eyes because
Yeah.
your fucking cachetes were
Yeah,
up on
so
your
I'm saying-
forehead.
That's what I'm saying. So when it's like, oh, you don't smile, I didn't smile. It's like right now I can, I'll squint when I smile, but imagine then you couldn't see shit.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
The big old
That's-
cheeks just.
Like I was fat, but that was big, dog.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Is he
I was,
is
I,
he
was,
awake?
I was real fat too, but when I saw you, I was like, oh fuck.
Have you seen the fluffy thing?
What fluffy thing?
No. What's his name? Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
he's like, God damn.
Yeah,
I was
dude,
like,
you were
"Oh, bro,
fucking-
I'm fucking big, bro.
I screenshotted it and I was like, Steph, look at this shit. I was like, oh fuck. I wouldn't expected that big.
Yep.
Yeah, bro, I was huge. I'd say I was like I think I was 320. When I weighed myself, when I started cutting off that shit, I was like 310. But
Oh, so you were over 3.
oh yeah, I was over 3.
Wow.
I was over 3 when I had already cut off coke. So I know that.
That's gonna make you
This
lose
is the
weight,
wrong
bro.
kind. I don't have no
Now we
teeth.
get back on that to
Yeah.
drop that way, brother.
Yeah, so I was already dropped I guess a couple pounds.
Yeah,
Before
dropped
I
some pounds
actually
before you
went
got
to
on
the
scale.
gym and
Yeah.
got to the scale. And really like, all right, I gotta make fucking the changing.
You ever?
Hey, bro, you fucking sweating over there? What the fuck you doing?
She was moving a whole bunch of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I told her to wait.
Yeah.
You
know how that works.
have a weight loss story or no? Just kind
He
of.
weighs,
always-
No,
he weighs
he fucking
160
did.
pounds, bro.
I don't
know.
know. I've always been
It's
the
like
same.
you
Yeah.
and the fucking. Oh, I was fucking big as fuck. I was
What'd you weigh?
215.
250. No, I've always been the same. My
Same.
brothers look a little different than me.
Oh, okay.
my brothers look like you two guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Damn,
I've always been the middle.
Shocked.
The middle.
Yeah, I know, right? Fat.
No,
That's what he said.
Smaller guy.
I just said different. Like we all kind of look the same ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But different.
Yeah, different.
How many brothers do you have? Ryan,
2.
one, right?
Yeah. Then I have an older brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then that's why I decided to, with the weightlifting part that I'm doing now, is I can drop 3 pounds and make weight, and it doesn't really change my strength any much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3
Any
pounds ain't
different.
gonna do too
Yeah,
much.
so it doesn't do anything. The first weightlifting meet, I lost 11 pounds. I was like 166, and then I had a
We talking
weigh-in-
about powerlifting or Olympic weightlifting?
Olympic weightlifting. So I had a weigh in under 160, and I think I weighed in like at 158. But it was in December, dude. I was fucking cold all the time. Like I'm cold, I'm tired, I'm fatigued. So right after I weighed in, I was like, let's go eat,
Yeah,
and then go lift.
Yeah.
So that was the hard part, was just losing that initial weight. But I just stay around about 165.
Yeah. Nice.
I think I've been like 165 since like 6th grade.
Yeah. I weigh like a high school girl. Like
Yeah, like every year that I would get older, like I was 150 at 15, and at 16, 160. And so hopefully I not get up to that 300.
How much?
How are you gonna get? What are you talking about?
No, like when I was younger,
Yeah.
like in high school, like if I was
Were you
15.
Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah, when I was Jehovah's Witness knocking on those doors, like I was 15 years old, and I would be 150. And then gradually, every year that I got older, I just would gain 10 pounds.
That's
That's
how
nothing.
that's how
I
life
was
works.
like 200, bro, when I was fucking 15 years old.
I was
200?
I was fucking big, bro.
I was like 198
Did you-
when
so-
I was like a freshman.
Really?
Yeah.
I was freshman, probably like 155. Yeah, so
Nah.
probably.
I was probably the same.
Yeah.
Even in my like those pictures you see me in the Marine Corps,
Yeah.
when I'm like fucking thin and shit,
Yeah.
I'm still 210.
But you're fucking mamao?
No, I just look like I was just young, man. I don't know. I'm fucking heavy. I don't get it sometimes. Like the doctors are, God damn, I'm fucking moving the scale.
The big boned in.
Yeah.
Big boned in.
They're like, let me move this
Fucking
other big
dense.
block.
Yeah, well, no, because they're like they put it on like when before they put it on, they put it like at 150. And I'm like,
And
Let's just move
keep
this.
sliding.
Yeah, sliding on up. Like really? And I'm like, yeah, like. Whoop.
I went to go take a drug test, and I was like, you went too much, bro. I was like, oh no. I was like, I have all my shit on. I have
Yeah.
fucking my boots and all my shit that I have in my pockets. I was like,
Yeah.
210. I was like, fuck.
I
weighed
never-
myself this morning. I was
my-
fucking 200.
For my height, in the Marine Corps, like the standards, I'd have to be like 186. Never did I weigh that. I would always have to tape out because I was always like 210.
What does tape out mean?
They do your body fat by taping.
Mm.
So like they tape your neck, tape your waist, and then do this mathematics and all this other bullshit
So that's another way
to
around
gauge
it.
your body fat. Yeah,
Like if you can't meet it.
if you couldn't make weight, yeah, I'm 186, dude. I'd be fucking.
So you have to make weight, like.
Yeah, you
bro.
can't
Yeah.
be a fucking piece of shit,
I
bro.
mean, you can't be 300 pounds, but it's like.
I
if you're
remember I
supposed
was
to be-
like 280. I think I told you I was 280. I went in there because I wanted to sign up, and I was like, he's like, hey, bro, get to 210, and we can get you down to I think it was like 195 or something.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, that's a lot. Like, how the fuck are you gonna get me down to fucking 195?
no, yeah, like I had to weigh in before, and I was like above my weight, but they were like, "You're fine." They looked at me, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck. I was just like, kind of
You're thick.
like my son, but thicker. You know, you've seen Lestat.
Yeah.
Lestat's all like he's got some fucking
But
muscle on
Lestat's
him.
tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was same. I've been about the same heights.
Is Lestat taller than you?
No, he's 5'6", 5'7" right now, and he's 14, so he's gonna be taller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's
Nice.
like 145, 150.
Is his
already.
mom tall or no?
No.
No. And he like your relatives tall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My little brother, my cousin, he's
Your little brother does look tall though.
yeah, he's like 6'1", and then his brother's 6'4". So.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of height in my family. I guess I got like a smidget of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
He got cut off. Like, yeah.
So how long has Warhouse been open now?
Said 5 years already, bro.
did-
Oh, 4.
4.
Yeah.
Did
I say
thought did
3.
ask that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did ask that. Shit, my bad.
Dang.
Sorry.
Still on
How many
vacation
athletes
there.
do you have?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I should know.
Yeah, you should know.
I would say at least.
Part
What
of
did
the-
what'd you say?
OPEX did it.
Speaking of the business side,
Yeah. Speaking of the business side, I would say at least 100.
That's
or
good.
under.
That's
Nice.
good.
Yeah. So, but again, half of them do one thing, half of them do another thing.
How many
so-
coaches?
Oh man, look at that. 4.
4.
Yes. 4.
Damn, that's
5. 4 to 5.
how many do we have here?
like 7 or 8.
That's quite a. That's a little bit compared to the amount of hours that y'all are open.
Oh, actually, yeah, probably about 7 or 8 too, because we implemented a Just Move class where we use all the ski ergs. So we have those 2 coaches that do that. Then we have the coaches that run the floor. Then I have called the mini boss. She's like a mini version of me. So when I'm not there, she kind of runs show. So she sits up in the front. So I have a front desk girl that handles everybody that walks in, and then the coaches are coaching because their job is to coach. Their job isn't to.
So I got you now.
Yeah, their job isn't to come greet people. So that's why we have her there. So I have Matt there in the morning, then I have Camilla at night, kind of going back and forth, helping me out.
That's good.
Nice.
How big is Warhouse?
I think that first
workout, bro.
Workout
because
space?
you fucking told me 5,000 square feet, and I was like, bro, it's not fucking 5,000 square feet. The building is.
If you take out the bathrooms in the middle, because again, terrible design.
The bathrooms
job.
in the middle.
The bathrooms are in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's super weird. It was like a feed store, so where the bathrooms are at, everything in the back was just storage. So again, when they knocked it down, they didn't really take into account what I want this place to look like. Yeah. So you cleaned like one of the main parts there, but then on the further side, I've knocked down some walls. Yeah. And then so if you do our total space, it is probably close to like 15. We almost have the whole building all the way down except the last 2 bays. So it's super big, but again,
what do you utilize though?
Probably the 3,000 to 4,000 that is on there, but the bathrooms take up that nice chunk. Yeah. So if you scratch those, then it would be a big open space, kind of like this over here.
Yeah, because you moved a lot of stuff in the back to make it your platforms right now.
Yeah.
You have jerk boxes now.
Yeah, I put all those in the back because, again, they're just in the way because they're big. And then we have probably about 4 to 5 Olympic lifters that go, and, again, they do their own thing. But we kind of work out together, so they need their own space. Then the powerlifting people come in the morning-ish, or we do personal coaching sessions. And then other than that, so we don't have like a jam-packed where – we have 50 people all at one time. That's why we're open so much. Yeah. Is that 5 there. Okay, the 10 for the class or whatever, but then it's a constant. So then everyone's not like, well, I was using that bench, or I'm using this. Yeah. I'm like,
do you have a cap for the class?
Did you ever see that video? It's you said he's Vitaly, right?
Oh yeah.
The guy looks at a weight or whatever.
He just grabs
weights off of him. He's like, hey, I'm still using it. He's like, puts it back. Yeah.
No, we don't have a cap. It's just kind of people check in just like with the Waterfy, and then we kind of gauge from there. But I don't let the classes get like 15 or 12 because I don't teach any of my coaches to coach big classes because again, it's just overwhelming for them. I can do it, but I don't let them do it. I don't teach them to do it.
I got a question. The safety wise. So say you have me that comes in off the street, sees the gym. I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. 24/7 hour access. Do you let somebody like myself who's brand new that you don't know just get 24-hour access to the gym, or do you have like a I don't know, like a training wheels phase where you're like, you're here for 6 months. We got to make sure you're not going to kill yourself in here before we.
Well, one, that's what waivers are for.
Yeah.
Insurance.
Yeah.
But it's more of a getting to know you because, again, I've turned people away, and I just tell them no. Like, nah, maybe like I'll refer them out to somewhere else. But again, it has to, the safety features.
Because like being a coach, man, there's some people that I wouldn't want to set on their own as well. Just like I'm like, hey, whoa. Let's scale this back a little bit already. So that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Sure, someone at 5.
But yeah, I do get the waiver aspect and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. Some people aren't smart. You know what I mean? There's a mentality, an ego sometimes, and I'm like, hey, you're not gonna power snatch 135 your first week during a workout. You know what I mean? Let's scale it back a little bit. Who cares that you're a bigger dude or whatever? Like Hans fucking scaled back to Elizabeth, or what was it, Grace? Because Ben Bergeron said so.
Yeah, hey. I'll listen to his advice.
2 minutes and 15 seconds.
But he didn't listen to the 20-pound fucking wall ball.
30 pounds.
30 pounds. Just fuck it. 30 pounds.
What it was is he knew that was running, so he's like, I'm just going to use the 30-pound wall ball.
Did I beat you, though?
No.
What was your time on that?
I don't remember.
Mine was like 17, 30.
It was 14.
14 something? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, so no, I did it. I with my insurance guy, went over all the coverage. Like, somebody trips over that front mat, covered. Especially with the cameras. Was it self-inflicted? Like, hey, man, is anybody looking? Let me drop this on my foot. sue you. And I'm like, bro, I just saw you.
Yeah.
You know, so stuff like that. Again, that's anybody can get hurt anytime. But
Yeah,
you
even
just
if you
have
know what
to-
you're doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
you
but-
have to cover all the basics, and
Yeah.
but no one's got hurt yet. Not
Do
gonna
you
lie.
have a like a beginner's class or course or anything, or it's just like, boom?
Well, we have both. First, I'm like, I get to know you. Like, hey, come on in. Let me talk to you. How long have you been doing it? Cool. Show me a couple things.
Okay. Yeah, that's
if
what
not-
I was asking.
Well, that's
yeah.
more for the classes. But if you said if you come in to do your own thing, it's like,
Yeah.
well, that's kind of up to you.
Yeah, you are doing your own thing. as
You are
well.
doing your own thing. So
mhm.
for the most part, I get to know you and kind of what do you want? What are you looking for? So everyone asks me questions, and I'm like, no, how about you tell me? Like, what do you want to do? I'm not here to tell you what to do. You tell me what you want to do, and we'll kind of figure from there.
I like that
But
approach.
we have so with OPEX, for the most part, you want to do some, well, not OPEX, but just marketing by itself. You want to have some introductory to, hey, if you're coaching and you have 10 people and you have 4 new people, your coach is probably automatically going to draw to the new people,
Oh yeah.
which is a safety thing. But guess what? Now they need you over here as well. So now your time is more valuable than pulling somebody out and be like, well, let's do some personal coaching sessions first, get you up to speed. So when you're there, you're not that one person be like, well, what is that again?
Yeah.
And what is happening? And wait, what are we doing? And wait, what is this? And it's like,
Mhm.
nah, now you're dragging on the class. So
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, hey, after the class, like, well, let's talk about this first,
Yeah.
you know, and then kind of go from there.
Han does that all the time, holding up the class all the time.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Me?
even train anymore.
Is it the bathroom breaks?
No, I don't hold up class.
You don't even come here.
Yeah.
You
No.
come to any class.
They don't even train, bro. Power outputs next month. It's
It's
fucking
in a month and a half.
Gonna let down Ralph and Chris though.
Nah.
I don't even know.
You're
who the
doing
other
power
one-
output?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
He's out of
I'm
retirement.
getting him off the bench.
Yeah.
I mean,
Getting him off the
I'm
bench.
Saw the lefty in it.
I'm already thinking about going to fucking scale, bro. These last couple of weeks' performances have been like, yikes.
Well, you're
Me-
coming back from vacation too, so
That's a big one. I'm like, God. I finally got under 200 again.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus, am I going to lose these fucking 5 pounds? Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Got it down. I was like, yes.
But we need to hit up the track for sure.
You
Oh,
need
yeah.
to come.
You're
so
gonna
we
be
can hit
running.
the track.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. See, I think when it comes to like team workouts, and it's easier to suffer than if it's like by myself. If I'm by myself, I'm like, that's all right. I'll let my time suffer. But like everybody's counting on you in a team workout. So what do you?
I'm waiting for him.
I'm
to-
just-
I'm just
And then
shaking my head.
his head's going. It's like, wait for it.
He's just like waiting
I'm
for
waiting
it.
for it. I was
Yeah.
waiting for it.
Come on, I'll give you a
I
softball.
got nothing, bro. Got nothing. If you can't fucking train by yourself mentally, be mentally tough, sometimes it's kind of shitty. You got to be able to try to like push yourself. Who cares? Like
Yeah.
fucking Ralph beats me most of the time,
Mhm.
but I'm like, well, he's gonna beat me. That doesn't mean I'm gonna slow down.
Oh
I'm
no,
still
I don't
gonna
slow
go-
down
You slowed down pretty bad last Saturday.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
on the
slowdown.
burpees.
Bro,
The-
everybody finished like at 10 and you're like at 20 minutes.
The
Maybe he started late.
the fucking 7 power cleans at 135, 7 burpees, and then 200-meter run.
Yeah,
That was pretty bad.
Yeah,
that was bad.
and you're better than that. So that's
You
why I
are
was
better
giving
than
you shit.
That 155 yesterday felt like shit. Day
The
before.
snatches,
Yeah.
nah, that felt pretty good.
It was the same thing, but now power snatches. I'm telling you because I know you didn't do it.
Yeah,
You don't-
no, the burpee, bar facing burpee, the 2 rounds
Yeah.
of each.
210,
Yeah.
What did it start off with? 175?
155,
155.
You probably did 205, so you wouldn't.
So
Fuck no, I can. My 205 is my 1 rep max. I can't cycle that shit.
What are your numbers, Rob? Because I mean, you said as far as your weight category goes, you're pretty strong. Is that like what is your snatch numbers
So my snatch,
and clean and jerk 'em?
so the snatch right now is around 215 ish.
It's really good.
And then my clean and jerk is about 287.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's good.
At
Well, that's
one-
that,
Same with me.
that's nice and slow.
At 165 too. Or
Actually,
Yeah,
no,
that's
at
really good.
157.
157.
Yeah.
that's really good.
Yeah.
So that's where it helped me out. It was like, right, how many guys are 35 through 39, weigh a $160,
Yeah.
and then can do snatch and clean
Yeah.
X amount. So right now I'm sitting 3rd in Texas. I was hoping to get 2nd from the last meet. The first guy I'm never gonna catch.
Yeah.
He snatches like 305 and he clean jerks
Is that the guy
387.
from Laredo?
No, this guy was named, I think it was Chad Vaughn. I don't know if it's the same Chad Vaughn from Fringe, which I don't think so. But I think I saw his name, Chad Vaughn, and then right now.
But the other guy's younger. I think he weighs the same, but I think he's a younger cat.
Could.
Yeah, because that kid from Laredo is fucking. I'm like, damn, bro, how the fuck can you do that?
Because I was looking at the numbers, because again, like I was talking to you about going to the Arnold.
Yeah.
And then in the States right now, 30th. If I would have made my last rep at the last the lifting meet, I would have been like 15th in the States. So then now I just started pushing myself towards that. Yeah. One, can I do CrossFit competition? Sure. My GPP is still there, and I can do all the movements, but can I cycle?
GPP.
General physical.
I forgot
the
what it stands
thing,
for,
right?
but it's a CrossFit.
So like,
term.
I just know most people won't know what it is.
Oh,
yeah. So like say we'll use Gio for example. He probably weighs about 185, 190. Yeah. So he can cycle 225 like a mofo.
Yeah.
And then come in me, can I cycle it? Yes. Can I cycle it like that? Fuck no. So that's where it's like, well, I can do the movements. I don't want to go scaled or something along those lines. So Olympic weightlifting it is.
Yeah.
You know,
push all your cards into that one.
Yeah, that's kind of the reason why Crystal started too, because of that. Because she
was doing good.
Yeah. She's trying to get back into it because, I mean, it's the same thing. She's like, man, I'm competitive.
We have 24 hours. We're building a team.
I'm competitive, right? She's like, I'm competitive, but I can't go. I mean, I can do good in gymnastics, but I can't go and weightlift with any of these girls. They would just blow me out the water.
Yeah,
so that's what she was doing.
Cycling some of the weights.
Yeah,
for Crystal.
So she's like, dude, let me just weightlift. And I mean, she liked it for a while. I think just the atmosphere she was at, she didn't really like it.
It's a little different.
That's what brought me back into the gym was I started a cycle by myself of Catalyst, and because that's what I like doing is Olympic weightlifting.
And you're like, yeah.
So I got back in here, and then now
Steph forced you to do.
So now, man, like a lot of the CrossFit people, if they really focus on their gymnastics, like again, Crystal's super good at gymnastics.
Yeah.
It'll help her weightlifting.
Yeah.
But then weightlifting doesn't help gymnastics. So get really good at that. And then that's why she was so strong at her weight class, because she had the core, she had everything there from the gymnastics. So that's why I would always watch her when y'all would do like live streams or stuff like that.
Maddie's pretty good at gymnastics too.
Who?
Maddie Cakes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She was like a cheerleader.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. But either actually, she just seen someone for sure. Like, oh
videos,
shit.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus.
Yep, she's a good athlete.
What is your deadlift? I always make fun of your deadlift. Just to let you know.
Thanks. The setup.
Yes.
The setup is, again, that's powerlifting style, man. Like, you have to get set up. I do a real narrow stance. So I mix like Olympic lifting and the powerlifting stance kind of together. Mm-hmm. So my best deadlift, I think, is like 495. I still want to push that 500, but
fuck you up,
it takes a lot, dude. A lot to weigh 160, try to pull. Oh, for not being a powerlifter.
I squat more than I deadlift. I have deficiencies everywhere.
Yeah.
I can't fucking deadlift to save my life.
Because when I went to powerlifting nationals last year, you got chicks doing fucking four something, 500, and they're 120 pounds.
Hell,
holy shit.
Yeah. That's not for me.
So yeah, my setup is fun. You're not the only one.
Yeah.
I make fun of it myself, but
no.
it just gets you.
I'm like, look, I'm gonna do it, Rob.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
I have to look at it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, you just gotta.
No, it is a power lift.
You gotta get everything set, man. I gotta feel my hammies engaged, and it's like, all right, what am I doing? This is gonna fucking suck, but all right, well, let's do it.
Yeah.
We got some feedback from some of my buddies.
On what?
On the podcast.
As far as what?
They said they hate your voice.
They hate my voice?
Yeah. One of them was like, this guy's voice, it just pisses me off. My buddy Boone. I was like, I'm going to tell him, bro.
You're not the only one, bro.
Yeah, he's like,
really? People tell you that they don't like your voice?
No, I think the most I've got was
he's like
when I order shit, they're like, they'll be like, thank you, ma'am, or whatever.
No, he's like, I want to support the podcast. He's like, but I can't listen to this dude's voice.
What was last week's like spelling or pronouncing?
Oh, he can't pronounce it.
He can't pronounce it.
Frowning?
Yeah.
Is it frowning?
Frowning.
Is that face?
Reykjavik.
He comes 5 times a day.
His stomach.
That was a good one. What was it that you texted me? Why? Oh, it was
the
meme
you posted.
Yeah.
I'm going fucking listening to murder and selling drugs while I go pick up fucking Pepto-Bismol for my tummy.
My tummy.
Yeah.
And she's like, tummy.
Yeah, fucking tummy. That's awesome though.
Dang.
No, but yeah.
More
And
than
then my best friend said Hans was the funniest, but he was just trying to give me shit.
Yeah.
Everybody
he's like,
knows he's not true.
I get you sometimes, tickle you.
No,
like,
it's going like in a certain direction. Y'all see
tickle
the
him?
huh?
Yeah,
Like if he laughs, I got him. I tickled
tickle
him.
your pickle.
I tickled him.
y'all are cracking jokes, and he just goes left field with like straight facts, like
Yeah, it's
this,
like, what
and you're like,
happened?
what the fuck just happened?
Yeah,
Like,
all right,
which way did it go?
I'll stay quiet. Or no, because a lot of times where I just come back is because I have to fucking take a piss, and then these guys are going, and I'm like, what? What happened?
Yeah, he's like in this deep moment of here are facts, and you're like, what?
What? He's the comic relief.
Well,
for
just
sure.
like fucking the last time, where was he talking about how they're they filed for divorce? I was like, who the fuck cares?
Oh.
Yeah,
I tell you, bro, you better be careful, bro. You do something, she's gonna investigate the shit out of your crap, bro.
Who?
Your
Alicia.
girl. Who else?
Oh, about what?
About
Remember?
anything?
Oh, I mean, I'm an open book. I got nothing to hide.
Nah, I'm just telling you, bro.
Yeah, that shit was funny though. He's like, yeah, let's put in a divorce court claim, and I was like,
Yeah, she just randomly like screenshotted that for me, and I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, she goes crazy on some research sometimes, for sure. I'm just like, thanks for that.
are you having Boost soon or no?
Boost?
Boost.
Boost? I thought you meant like Boost, like Boost Mobile?
No.
Hi.
I fucking hate that commercial. Have y'all seen that stupid
No.
thing?
I didn't know Boost
remember
Mobile was still a
that.
thing. It's still
What are you
around.
talking about?
Yeah, fucking commercial pisses me off. And because I have Hulu, so that commercial comes on at least like fucking 10 times a day. Because I use my Spotify comes with Hulu, so we have that fucking the commercial one, and it's fucking hi, and I'm like, God damn it.
Skip ad.
Boost what?
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at fucking
Power
Power Output.
Output.
Okay.
We'll be there on Power Output. When is Power Output?
September
9th?
7th.
7th
Yeah.
7th.
Saturday.
Yeah.
You got a
You got
team?
anybody?
Yeah,
Usually
we
have a lot
have
of people going.
one team and like 4 or 5 individuals.
Wow.
But the bad part is I'm gonna have to split, unfortunately, my time between both because again, I go to coach and I have my powerlifting guy. His meets that day,
Yeah.
so I got to figure out that time. Then I have the CrossFit people that are doing that. So Patricia, she's kind of like my assistant coach right now. So she'll probably be more at Power Output because that's her thing's CrossFit. So I'll go back and forth depending on heat times. Because again, the powerlifting guy takes just enough attention and coaching as the CrossFit people.
That's good.
It goes by a little faster, but yet depending on when he actually goes, it could be in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your team, what are they going in as?
Intermediate.
See, Hans, you better step your shit up, bro.
I will.
We're going up against Warhouse too.
We'll be ready.
As long as we beat one.
How are you
I
gonna
know.
how are you gonna be ready when you don't even train?
I said we'll be.
He's been doing
It's not like it's next fucking
He's been
weekend.
doing the road challenge. Have you seen them?
Oh yeah, fucking that shit was funny. I was like, what is that?
I think it's like I don't know what it is. Like they're rowing so many
let's
meters
give
for.
a backstory to it. So, we always give shit to Han that he goes to 10 arrows and they're doing a challenge. So, I took a screenshot of Clem's picture and I had it on
Superimposed Hans like perfectly.
Because I beat him in the 200 and the 2,000 meters.
The 2K?
Yeah,
Who'd
dude,
you
that that
He
sucked.
beat me.
He beat you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I thought I was going pretty quick for
What'd
a
you get?
for a fat guy.
What'd you get?
Like 7:43 or 7:44, something like that. And the 2K.
And I got 7:25.
Wow.
But I followed what Comtrain said to do, which I never. They said you're
funny how you follow fucking everything Comtrain does, but not 30-pound wall ball.
Or
We're gonna continue
like
giving you shit about
there's
30-pound
no
wall
like
ball.
there's no okay. Am I gonna grab 2 10-pound balls and try to catch them at the same
You're-
time?
You
didn't
could
play-
have come. You
you-
could have come here.
you didn't play sports, you're unathletic, you're not gonna be able to do that.
Like, yeah, like well, yeah, it just would not make sense.
So you
for
played
me to do
zero
that.
sports though,
No. I would go and play basketball. Like I love playing basketball, and
but not
football,
organized sports.
But not organized. No. Yeah, people, and I would get coaches all the time for basketball because I fucking love blocking the shit out of people. And normally with me, I'll send it like far, and I would get coaches all the time like play. Like, sorry, dude, can't. Mom
So
won't.
you're saying you're getting recruited over here. So you're that good.
just in high school.
Blue chip.
So
Chip.
I want to know.
These guys probably don't know what that is. Did I remember that
someone
movie?
check-
Blue
No.
chip.
Yeah.
No.
Was it Shaq, right?
It was Shaq.
Yeah, blue chip. Yeah, it was like he's getting recruited out of high school, and they're like fucking giving him all this money and shit, like illegally, like
Buying car,
Yeah.
his mama house.
Yeah, how they did the recruiting back in the day.
Yep.
If
Yeah.
I didn't
anybody,
know Shaq.
No, I wasn't.
What?
I was
I didn't know
ahead.
Shaq went to high school here though.
yeah, but very short. He does not like fucking saying that he was from here.
Huh?
Yeah, like at all.
Did you see him at Tomorrowland?
No.
You know what Tomorrowland is? It's
No,
a big
I-
rave in Belgium. But he's out in the middle of the fucking mosh pits and shit, like getting down. Yeah.
I saw that.
Push
They're like,
people
we,
around.
we need to be in that mood.
Yeah.
Shaq's mood, yeah. But I didn't know where he was at though.
Tomorrowland, Belgium. He played a set there opening day Friday morning, and then
Like he DJ?
yeah,
Oh, shit.
He goes by
That's Shaq Fu, man.
yeah DJ
Shaq Fu.
DJ
Diesel.
Diesel. Yeah,
Yeah.
No
he's
shit.
a real big bass
Hey,
head.
I
Like
still have his CD.
a lot of the stuff that
Dude, that was a crazy.
a lot of the stuff that I play, like that real heavy dubstep
Yeah.
bass. That's what he's into.
that CD that he did, the rap CD you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
It was like 92.
Yeah, bro. I remember. I don't remember what the songs, but I remember I heard it and I was like, "What the fuck, Shaq?"
It was Shaq.
Hey, some of the ones he was spitting though, I remember that.
Yeah,
If
DJ.
anybody wants to challenge Hans,
To
we
what?
can set it up for a
Oh,
basketball game. See how good he is.
Oh, yeah.
There's a
He's
fucking
making
court
it
here.
seem like,
Yeah, make it
making it
happen.
seem like he's
Like he's a fucking
fucking-
baller.
No, no, I'm not.
he's
But
getting recruited to fucking UT and shit.
no,
I do-
never
I-
like that. But I do like playing defense. Like a big pet peeve of mine.
Oh.
What's
What?
that?
Oh yeah, that's him.
Shaq
What the?
There you go.
Damn, get it, Jack.
in the middle of the crowd too.
Does he have a video game? Like a
big
Nintendo
motherfucker,
game
bro.
or something like
I'm not sure.
Oh, you talking about Soldier Boy?
that? No, I think Shaq did have one.
Yeah, but like a big pet peeve of mine when I would go play pickup ball was whatever guy I was guarding, he'd always like get in my ear about, "Hey man, quit fouling me."
Yeah.
And I would tell him, "Okay, well if I foul you, call it. I'm not gonna call your fouls for you."
Look at that. Is that a
Fucking
foul?
mosh pit, bro.
No foul.
Yeah.
That's clean.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
You
crazy.
know how,
right?
Yeah.
yeah. I
Living his best life.
he is, bro. He was going ham for a bit.
Fucking
guy.
7-footer.
I always say I'm good at defense because I suck at basketball.
I've seen you shoot. You do.
Yeah, so I do suck.
No, I really enjoy playing basketball. It's a lot of fun. But I enjoy defense more just because, I mean, I could score 0 points, but if I get like 2 or 3
Probably
good,
does score 0 points.
good
I
blocks.
agree.
I mean, I'm good for. I'm not your top scorer, but I'm good for rebounds and boxing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the scrappy, do the dirty work kind of guy when it comes to basketball.
Well, we're gonna see. Somebody's
Yeah.
gonna tell us.
Hey,
Rob, you have a competition called Battle. What is it again?
Battle of the Badges.
Battle of the Badges.
Yeah.
Y'all, did you do it already, or you're gonna? It's coming
We
up?
usually do it. We're trying to find that quote unquote right time because sometimes it's too hot, sometimes it's too cold.
Yeah.
But we have to try to find that balance. So we haven't picked the date yet.
Badges being like police.
Yeah.
firemen?
So we have
Okay.
fire against police, against SWAT, against all these other things. So it's pretty much just a big fundraiser
Yeah.
that we do. So the fire guys do police stuff. Police stuff do fire guy stuff. So that we had shooting last year. They don't let me set nothing on fire, which would be pretty cool. So just to see, yeah.
I almost went to that place.
So the
So
liability on that.
Callahan?
The 410 right there.
Which,
Yeah.
oh.
Well,
Did you? Did
No,
you now?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you
Yeah.
off that.
So that's kind of the fundraiser, kind of how it started,
Yeah.
type deal.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's cool. So you don't know yet if you're gonna.
God.
Well,
when you're gonna have it.
I'm working with. They have like the San Antonio Explorers.
Yeah.
And then I forgot, my bad, but what the fire guys are called, like the junior team. So we might have a spinoff of Battle of the Badges, something, and they're 14 to like 18 years old.
Oh, cool.
So we might have it for them this year, and then pick up the adults next year.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sweet,
So
sweet.
yeah.
And
So-
you coast at Warhouse as well?
Nah, the first 2 years we did, or the first year we did, and then last year we had it at the San Antonio Fire Academy, because
Okay.
right there in Callahan's, because they have all the cool shit and all the cool equipment. But the hard part is they only have their specialty items, and these things are like 10, 12, 30 grand for this equipment. I'm like, hey, can I borrow that?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to break it.
Yeah.
So, but then it's kind of like just say like the CrossFit Games team wise, how you have
Yeah.
like 10 teams go at one time.
Are you gonna cut people off at the first
Then-
workout?
Sometimes they cut themselves off. They're like, man, fuck this. I don't want to do this no more.
What, really?
Well, because they're very competitive, man. Like,
Yeah.
I had last year was supposed to be, no, the year before that at Alamo Heights Stadium-ish,
Yeah.
where the swimming part is at.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out that 90% of adults can't tread water. And I'm like, wait, you don't know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Wait, so I had to cut that event out, and a lot of people dropped out from not being able to swim. But the fire, they have a specialty team
Yeah.
that does high water rescues. Cool, let's do that shit. And I had it all set up. I got the okay. Everybody signed waivers. Hey, we're swimming. I'm not going.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Like, all right, cool. Well,
I didn't know there wasn't that many adults that couldn't swim either.
there's a lot of people that
There's
can't,
yeah.
like, not even tread water. Like, I can't swim. Can you tread water? No.
Because we have to do swim qual
I ain't go tubing.
at boot camp.
Right, with the beer.
Yeah.
We do swim qual, and then there's a whole section of kiddie pool of young men that are dying in 4 feet of water. It's kind of funny.
Can you swim?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tread water.
Look
But
how
not like-
look how brown he is, bro. Of course
Yeah.
he can swim.
With his shirt on, he
Nah.
can tread water.
How y'all gonna fucking be with the shirt on, bro?
Yeah.
Oh man! Wow, 90%.
So you're waiting on a date though for that?
Yeah, waiting on a date. Again, we're gonna try to be fair and have it either at the police academy, not the SAPD, but the Bexar County one, or the sheriff's department
Academy. Okay.
out there off of 410 on the south side. But
Uh-huh.
then I have to think about, does everybody want to drive way over there? You know, the fire academy is right in the middle of San
Oh,
Antonio.
that's the one like towards Poteet. Is that it?
Kind
Yes.
of. It's like
Yeah.
410 and Morrison, or
Yeah.
um,
Well, like not going Poteet, but like
Oh.
going towards that flea market out that
Mission.
way.
it's kind of far out there. Yeah, it's
It's middle of
another end.
nowhere. That's
Yeah.
the sheriff's one.
So they have the same
It's the
thing.
SAPD, no?
No, SAPD is on 410, like right off the access road. The sheriff's one is inside, like off a side street, going back, and they have like the houses, the shooting range. So I wanted to use that, and that's where we can do shooting. Like last year we did simulated shooting with
air rifles or
the simulator guns,
the
So we-
lasers.
The C2.
no, that was actually a real AR.
Uh,
It was just kind of like the paint that they use, but they're expensive bullets that they use, the sim rounds.
okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So we did that. We hung like posters of like the people up there, and they would shoot up there. That's how they scored points. But they had to do an event, so everything's team based. Like you do one thing, you breach the door, I secure the area. You do this, he does the shooting. So we kind of always have team events like that.
Nice, that's cool. that sounds fun.
That sounds fun.
But again, liability wise, I had to do waivers for San Antonio. I had to do waivers for the the fire academy. I had to do my waivers, the event waivers, sweat work waivers, to make sure to cover all the bases.
Yeah, that's cool though.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
I've
work.
been wanting
It's
to do that.
doing what?
shooting?
Securing houses?
Yeah.
I'm on
Clearing
Breaching them.
houses?
No, actually going through like a shooting range type of
Obstacle course.
obstacle course.
Oh, John Wick style.
I know that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
start
I
running
I
around.
forgot my buddy said that they
Pick up
have a
that-
class somewhere that you can do that.
That 5 palms sideways grip.
Yeah.
Five bucks.
It's a kill shot.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
I know Hans has never been shooting.
I know.
Probably
we've
because he
been
was a
with
Jehovah's Witness.
Dude,
so-
that's
That-
why-
yeah, that's probably yeah.
And you lived in
Good.
Castroville. Like I think growing up in Castroville, like everybody would go shooting.
No, my dad had a gun. I shot it. His shotgun once. It's the only gun I've ever shot. And I was like, "Fuck, this fucked up my shoulder." I was like 12.
That's how you broke your collarbone.
Ram
Right.
shot.
Huh?
Ram shot.
Oh really?
Yeah. Shotgun. You break your shoulder.
I didn't break my shoulder. It just
Oh.
hurt.
Probably because you didn't holster it right, bro.
Yeah.
Probably not.
All right. So, Rob, where
Yeah.
can they find you, man?
On Ben Darren Eckert. No, you can do
Your social medias.
social media on Facebook and Instagram is Warhouse SATX, and then I made my own because one's business, one's personal.
Yeah.
The Beard and Rob.
Oh,
So-
that's what I was gonna ask you. How's the that brush?
Hey,
that
You
dude.
left a fucking review,
Yeah,
bro.
hey, dude.
No,
No.
I watched it. I watched it, but I want to get like a.
Instagram kicked me off because they're like, yeah, it was my first one because I think I seen you do the shoe one.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'll be like Ralph. And I was like,
Ralph's
I was like,
unboxing.
yeah, I would do one.
Yeah.
No, man, I would really pick it up. It actually really works. I was super
Really?
sketchy about it.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't trying to buy shit off of Instagram.
Yeah.
But then,
It's a heated brush, right?
yeah, $30. It's probably made for like $2.
Yeah.
And it took like 3 weeks to get here because it comes from probably some
China.
sweatshop in
Yeah.
little linglings making it. So
From some,
yeah, I unboxed it and I was
Mozambique.
like, yeah, this is a $30 brush. But now it works, dude. I would get one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Adam plan
So
on
your personal is the bearded Rob.
Yeah.
the
And
Beard and Rob, yeah.
Beard
and
and
Warhouse SATX.
And we're